So the other day, while I was sitting outside of I think they call it a shop. It's a kind of a house-looking building, but they sort of jut it out in front of most of the other houses that are in the same vicinity. And so I'm sitting outside the front of this place where they basically sell, slices of cut up dead animals because apparently people like to spend money on buying pieces of cut up slabs of animals from such places. So I'm sitting out the front, as you do, only because, well, as I was just sitting there waiting while my kind elderly gent who is giving me a lift in his vehicle went inside to buy, or I shouldn't say buy, he went to purchase. He went to purchase a slab of various cuts of what we should call it. They call it a meat tray. And upon this meat tray you have certain amounts of intestines of animals stuffed full of all sorts of offcuts and meat and offal. I think that might be another word for offcuts. Hang on, let me just turn the light on because it is a little bit dark and it is a little bit late. Don't want the light to be too bright. And since I'm sitting outside this offal selling shop, there you go. I don't even want to tell this story anymore. It's just too awful. Let's change topics. It had purpose when I started this one. Purpose is one of those tricky things because the moment you lose track of what you were talking about, sitting there because you got up and turned on some sort of electrical. I'm just going to turn that off again. See if it comes back to me. You never know. Stranger things have happened. It feels a bit more natural, at least already. There might be something in those light bulbs. I've never looked into that. The landlords recently installed that light fitting. Yeah, that. I never complained about the old one. I was quite happy with it. It was okay. It did its job. And then they put one in. It's got 3 light bulbs in it, plus a heap of other junk hanging around it. And I have no say in the matter. They just came and did it. It's like, well, thank you very fucking much. How many hidden cameras have you got up there after all? I do not consent. I do not consent. I do not consent. You may not film me without my permission, and I do not consent. Cease immediately. Failure to do so will result in a fine or a fee simple, as you will, $1,000 per second. You agree to that? Continue filming. You see that? I've got that on record. It's on record. Fee simple. $1,000 per second from when I first said it. Cool. It's one way to make money. Oh, the fuckers who think they know better. You've already consented because you're still filming. After I told you I do not consent. I do not consent. I do not consent. Being paid for being film drinking is gold. Better than gold. And now they know it. They know it. They've been told. They've agreed to my conditions because they're still filming. Therefore, I'm on top. Oh, that's right. That's what I got here to talk about in the first place, was the meat trays. Holy fucking shit. Jeez, do I get sidetracked. Holy. Do I get sidetracked? That was just me personally deleting out all the expletives. Because you don't want to hear. You don't want to hear what I didn't say. It's just the natural law of physics. You do not want to hear what I didn't say, because what I didn't say wasn't said. Therefore you can't hear it. And if you're trying to hear the impossible, that would make you someone believing in things that don't exist. Like, for example, a spherical ball. A spherical ball. If you believe in a spherical ball, and you believe you live upon a spherical ball, then okay, you've got beliefs. Beliefs. B-L-I-E. Belie. Be-lie. Fs. Fs. Beliefs. Be he alive or be he dead. Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead. I'll grind his bones to make my bread. That's kind of a bit of a fairy tale. We all grew up with fairy tales. Oh, fucking hell. My mind just works too fast. I've just gone through the whole dictionary of Mother Goose tales. What? so glad I stopped right there, because if you had heard what I was going to ask you, even my mind literally got blown. A better question to ask is who? Now, what is a good question, but who is a greater question? Because what can sort of be, by the time your mind goes through all the implications of what, you reach, okay, yeah, well, that's what. What about, what about, hang on, I'm stuck in the time-space continuum, I know, Eddie, stop it. Ah, much better. What about who? Don't. What about? Oh, I said don't. You came so close. So now that we've understood what, and we can't ever say again, let's ask the owl. I can do it when I'm trying to do the song. Are you? That's as close as I can come. No, still doesn't work. Fuck. One of these days. You know how crypto... Okay, let's start this again. Do you know how cryptic I can be? Me either. Cryptic, by definition, and I'm not going to Google this and look it up and see what the definition of it is, because I think that defeats the purpose. Cryptic, by definition, is always going to be cryptic. And it's like an onion. There's layers. And every time you peel one off, it makes you cry. That's the best one I've come up with in like, fuck. That was... Look, all you haters, I know. Comedy is subjective, just like the truth. I used to listen to George Carlin back in the 80s and stuff. And you know, the more he started telling the truth that was just disgusting and ugly and revealing, the louder the audience laughed. I mean, laughed. Why would you laugh at the truth? I mean, come on. You laugh at it because it is so... What's the saying go? If you don't laugh, you cry. That is why you laugh. Because if you didn't, and you actually took it seriously, everything he said, it's like, fuck, that was a good one. What was the question again? The truth fucking hurts. And because it hurts, you cry. Yeah, I don't go out of my way to hurt people, but I do go out of my way to tell the truth. And if the truth hurts so much that you cry, so be it. Drink it in. Absorb it. The truth should hurt. If your whole life has been nothing but lies, sorry if the reflections off my glasses make my eyes look a bit stupid. They're just reflections on my glasses. I'll take them off. Might make it easier. That feels better already. And doorknob. Now, you just seen my eyes. Nothing but. And as a truther, I've come to tell nothing but the truth. You can't handle the truth. But only the truth can set you free. I'm sorry, but I'm not allowed to reveal it to you at this time. You must seek the truth, for only the truth can set you free, and you're quite content in your illusions and delusions. You will never be free. Unless you seek the truth.